Got your photograph inside my coat and 1,000 words I never wrote. I don't drink to forget your name. I drink to keep from saying it again. This old room knows the shape of my pain. Every shadow whispers your name. I learned to walk with a broken heart, keep my head high when the nights get dark. Some scars don't bleed, they just remain like old blues running through my veins. The smoke on my collar and rain on my shoes. I lost what I wanted, but I kept these blues. You left with the morning, I stayed with the night. Some men chase tomorrow, I'm still chasing goodbye. Your perfume still sleeps in the hallway, like a ghost that knows I'm standing there. I hear your footsteps when the room gets still, then silence comes back against my will. I could call you, but I know that road. Some doors close when the heart gets cold. So I sit beneath this amber light and let the guitar tell the truth tonight. I ain't angry, I ain't asking why. Some loves are born just to say goodbye. I wore your memory like a second skin. Now I'm learning how to live without you in. The smoke on my collar and rain on my shoes. I lost what I wanted, but I kept these blues. You left with the morning, I stayed with the night. Some men chase tomorrow, I'm still chasing goodbye. Someday, when the sun comes through, I won't see every road leading back to you. Maybe this heart will finally understand. Some things slip away, no matter how hard you hold them in your hand. The smoke on my collar and rain on my shoes. I lost what I wanted, but I kept these blues. You left with the morning, I stayed with the night. I don't need your shadow to know I survived. the city, sleeping underneath the rain. Coffee on the table and a head full of yesterday. My phone ain't ringing, ain't nobody saying my name. Funny how the silence can make a grown man change. I used to wait for somebody to come and save my soul. Then I learned a hard truth: a man has to walk alone. So I put on my black coat, straightened up my tie, looked at my reflection and said, tonight you ride. Ain't nobody coming, ain't nobody knocking, ain't nobody gonna tell me where I'm going. Ain't nobody coming, so I gotta move. If the world won't give me a road, I'm gonna make one through. I walked down that old street where I used to lose my mind, past a little corner bar where I wasted half my time. The bartender looked at me, said, you look different, man. I said, I finally stopped waiting for somebody to understand. He poured a glass of bourbon, I pushed it back his way. Tonight I'm drinking coffee, I got somewhere else to be today. I've been carrying old ghosts like they belong to me. Tonight I leave them sleeping where they used to be. Ain't nobody coming, ain't nobody knocking, ain't nobody gonna tell me where I'm going. Ain't nobody coming, so I gotta move. If the world won't give me a road, I'm gonna make one let the night get colder, let the whole world turn. I got one life left, and tonight I'm gonna live it first. Ain't nobody coming, ain't nobody knocking, ain't nobody gonna tell me where I'm going. Ain't nobody coming, and I don't need them to. I got two strong feet and a road I gotta choose. Ain't nobody coming. keep walking. Last match in a paper box, last call from an old wall clock. Bartender wipes the same old glass, like he's watching memories pass. The room is full, but no one's near. Everybody hides something here. I light the flame, it lights me too. Funny what a spark can do. Hold it high, watch it burn. Some lessons never return. I'm the last match in the box, still burning after all the knocks. Wind can push, rain can fall. I don't quit, that's all. No gold watch, no diamond ring, just a fire that refuses to leave. Some men fade before they're old, some just keep their soul. The mirror knows the truth by now. Every line shows me how. Not every victory makes a sound. Some are found by standing your ground. The band leans into one more tune, slow as smoke beneath the moon. Every chord says carry on before the night is gone. No lucky stars, no second chance, only heartbeat, only stance. Stand your ground, wear your scars, even ashes, remember sparks. I'm the last match in the box, still glowing when the daylight knocks. If the darkness wants my name, it'll have to earn the flame. When this old guitar falls still, when these tired hands let go, leave one note hanging in the air, so the blues will always know. One match was always enough. perfume still hangs in the velvet air, like every goodbye's waiting there. That old jukebox knows your favorite line. It keeps stealing another piece of mine. The bartender smiles, pours the usual burn, says some hearts leave, but they always return. I laugh like a man who has nothing to lose, then order another round of these midnight blues. Every step, every flame, every street still calls your name. I move on, but somehow you're dancing with me now. So dance with your ghost, right here in the blue neon glow. One more spin before the morning, one more song before you go. Dance, even if you're gone, my heart still knows the way. Some loves never really leave, they just learn another place to stay. Taps time against the glass, like it's begging old memories to last. Every cigarette burns a little slower, every lonely night pulls a little closer. My shadow still wears your favorite smile, following me mile after mile. But every scar keeps perfect time, like a blues guitar learning to shine. I don't need tomorrow, I don't need revenge. Love ain't broken, it just learned to bend. But then I keep talking, I'll answer with these strings. Some hearts lose everything and still know how to sing. So dance, dance with your ghost, till the stars forget our names. I wear this pain like a gentleman, without excuses, without shame. Dance one last slow goodbye before the lights turn gold. The strongest souls don't fear the dark, they just keep the music close. Always know your footsteps. Midnight on the rooftop, cold wind on my face, a million lights below me, everyone in its own place. I hear the city breathing, I hear the traffic fade, For the first time in my life, I don't regret the choices I made. I've been carrying the darkness like a shadow on my back. Tonight I put it down and I don't look back. Above the sleeping city, I can finally breathe. All the things that broke me don't belong to me. Let the old nights disappear. Let the cold wind blow above the sleeping city. I finally let it go. There's a street below the window where I used to lose my way. I chased 1,000 answers just to make it through the day. Now the guitar keeps on crying, but the sound don't feel the same. Every note becomes a warning, every scar becomes a name. I've been carrying the darkness like a shadow on my back. Tonight I put it down and I don't look back. Above the sleeping city, I can finally breathe. All the things that broke me don't belong to me. Let the old nights disappear. Let the cold wind blow above the sleeping city. I finally let it go. I was lost, I was tired, but I'm still here. And that's enough tonight. Above the sleeping city, I can finally breathe. All the ghosts behind me don't have power over me. Let the old nights disappear. Let the morning come slow above the sleeping city. I finally let it go. One slow bend, one deep vibrato. The city keeps sleeping, but I finally know. I'm free. She walked in wearing Friday night, every eye filled with the light. Smiled like trouble dressed in gold, left before the story's told. My old boots tapped the wooden floor like they'd heard this song before. Heart said, boy, don't lose control. The guitar said, let it roll. round, the record plays, love burns fast, the blues still stays. Play one more song before goodbye, one more dance before the lights. If she's leaving with the morning, let her leave me with tonight. One more chorus, loud and slow, one more chance to steal the moon. Some hearts break in perfect rhythm, and they always heal too soon. Like rain on an old tin roof, too beautiful to call the truth. Spun away with the midnight crowd, never looked, but she knew somehow. The bass kept pushing through my chest, like it knew what hurt the best. Every beat refused to quit, neither did this cigarette. No promises, no last call, just this groove that's got us all. Raise your glass, lose your fear, tonight's forever while we're here. Play one more song before goodbye, let the guitar make her stay. Even if she leaves at sunrise, she'll remember how we played. One more smile, one more flame, one more night beneath these blues. A gentleman don't beg for love, he just leaves them with a tune. One more song, that's all it takes to haunt a heart forever. The city sells 1,000 masks, neon saints and velvet scams. Easy money buys applause, but never peace when the music stops. I watched old kings lose everything, treading truth for borrowed wings. Funny how the tallest lies still can't look gets heavy, smoke gets thin. Sooner or later, you meet yourself again. That's the price of staying honest. You walk alone more than you plan. You lose the crowd, you lose the shortcut, but you still recognize the man. That's the price of staying honest. No place left to hide your soul. The mirror stays your oldest friend. When the night gets cold, the bartender pours without asking why. He's heard enough to know the signs. Some wounds fade, some wounds remain, like fingerprints inside the rain. I could have been, I could have played, could have won the smile they paid. But borrowed crowns don't fit for long, and silence knows when something's wrong. Lose the money, keep the name. Lose the battle, keep the flame. When the world asks what you own, tell them a soul of your own. That's the price of staying honest. Every scar becomes a lie. Every door that closed behind me taught me how to face the night. That's the price of staying honest. I'd pay it all again, because I'd rather walk with truth than win by losing who I am. Everybody pays. I kept my soul. Years ago, I wrote these words to me. Before the world got heavy, before I learned to leave, I said, don't lose your fire, don't become a stranger, don't trade your honest heart for a little piece of paper. I smiled at that young man didn't know the cost. He thought a man was winning when he never showed he lost. But life don't ask permission when it changes who you are. Sometimes you lose your way just to find out where you are. Hey, old man, I remember you. You still got that fire, you just forgot what it could do. Hey, old man, don't be afraid. The road ain't finished just because some dreams have changed. I used to chase the skyline, thought success could make me whole, counting every dollar while the years kept taking toll. I miss my father's birthday, I've forgotten my mother's call. I was busy building something that I never loved at all. Now the house is quiet and the city feels so small. Funny how a man can have it all and still have nothing at all. So I opened that old letter underneath the kitchen light, and the man I used to be started talking to me tonight. Hey, old man, I remember you. You still got that fire, you just forgot what it could do. Hey, old man, don't be afraid. The road ain't finished just because some dreams have changed. And I don't need to. Every scar I carry tells me what I made it through. Tomorrow ain't promised, yesterday is gone. But tonight I found that younger man, and I'm bringing him along. Hey, old man, look at you now. You survived the nights that you thought would take you down. Hey, old man, lift your head. Some dreams don't die, they just wait until you're ready again. Hey, old man, don't forget your name. I folded up the letter and put it back inside. This time I knew what it meant. velvet walls and crystal light. Another table, another night. The dealer smiles without a word, like he's already seen the world. Kings and queens in tailored clothes, betting things nobody knows. Every pocket hides a dream, every winner hides a scream. The chips get higher, the room gets still. It's never luck, it's always will. The house always knows your name, long before you play the game. You can bluff until sunrise, but you can't fool your own eyes. Walk away while your soul is rich, leave the table, don't chase the itch. Some men lose with a stack of gold, some win with empty hands. Down, trying hard to buy a crown. An old man falls without regret, the smartest move I ever met. He lights his cigar, pays his bill, like time itself is standing still. He tips his hat and walks outside, still owning his pride. Some doors open just to deceive. The finest prize can't be bought. Peace of mind outlives the pot. The house always knows your name, it remembers every face, but it can't keep a gentleman who knows his proper place. I don't need the final hand, I don't need to prove I'm right. The greatest gamble ever won is walking home tonight. Leave a little money, keep your soul. That's a deal I'll always take. black sky hanging over everything I knew. Old leather seats, cigarette smoke. I hear your voice in every word I never spoke. The city lights keep sliding by, red reflections in my tired eyes. I told myself I left you far behind, but some things follow a man through the night. I keep driving, but I know the truth. Every mile I run still leads me back to you. There's a devil in the rear view, and he's wearing your face. Every time I try to leave, he pulls me back to that place. I can outrun the highway, I can outrun the rain, but I can't outrun what I carry in my name. There's a devil in the rear view, and he knows my pain. Low roads breathing underneath the room, heavy bass walking like a so dark moon. My old guitar starts talking back, every crying note puts me on your track. I remember that September night, your suitcase standing underneath the light. You said some hearts were never meant to stay, then you disappeared before I found the words to make you wait. I should've said your name, I should've made you stay, but silence took my place. Now I'm older, and I finally know you don't lose somebody when you watch them go. You lose them every night after. There's a devil in the rear view, and he's wearing your face. Every time I try to leave, it pulls me back to that place. I can outrun the highway, shines gray. I hear that guitar crying, but I don't look back today. One last spin, deep vibrato, fade into the morning. I've walked through fire and polished shoes, paid every debt except the blues. Luck forgot my name somewhere, still found me breathing in the smoke-filled air. Every scar signed in gold, some stories are never told. The devil owes me a favor, I've already done his time. He can keep his empty kingdom, this soul is still mine. I don't bargain with the darkness, I just pour another glass. When you survived your own shadow, nothing dangerous lasts. Broken clocks still know the night, even blind stars find their light. Every road that counted me out became the road I'm walking now. No excuses, no disguise, only truth behind my eyes. Silent, that's why they earn respect. Leave the light off, I'll find my own way home. quit shining, where every promise turned to dust. Learn that empty hands hold stronger than pockets full of borrowed trust. Every mile carved deeper lines, every loss refined my name. The mirror stopped asking questions, the man inside stayed the same. The city keeps talking loudly, trying hard to drown the truth, but silence has a better language, only understood by the bruised. I don't argue with the darkness, I just let it pass me by. The strongest fire burns without reaching for the sky. Pour another slow blue evening, let the whiskey kiss the glass. I've survived the coldest winters, every storm has always passed. This old guitar knows my story, every bend recalls a scar. I don't need another witness, I already know who we are. She left perfume on the curtains, but not enough to haunt this room. Time erased what love abandoned long before the flowers bloomed. I've seen kings lose all their kingdoms, trying to protect their pride. I've seen broken men find freedom with nothing left to hide. A low bass keeps my heartbeat steady, like boots upon an empty street. Every snare reminds my spirit that defeat is just another beat. No revenge tastes any sweeter than a peaceful night's sleep. Some victories are never spoken, they're simply ours to keep. Pour another slow blue evening, let the whiskey kiss the glass. I've survived the coldest winters, every storm has always passed. This old guitar knows my story, every note cuts clean and deep. I don't chase the world behind me, some goodbyes are mine to keep. Dressed in gray, maybe peace was never waiting, maybe I found it anyway. Every quiet conversation between my soul and this old tune echoes through the dim lit lounge like midnight talking to the moon. Another slow blue evening, turn the lights down one more shade. I have carried every burden, never asking to be saved. When tomorrow calls my name, I'll blues inside my heartbeat, and these calluses on my hands. The guitar cries one last sentence. The bass keeps walking into the night, and I leave without looking back.
Midnight on the boulevard, neon bleeding on the rain. A preacher in an empty bar is talking to a broken frame. Taxi lights keep passing by, red halos in the smoke. Everybody's chasing something, everybody's almost broke. Slow bend, hold, but I ain't looking for heaven, I ain't running from hell. I've been walking through the darkness long enough to know it well. With neon saints in a midnight town, halos crack, but we won't bow. We got old scars and a little bit of flame. Nobody here remembers our name. Neon saints under dirty lights, we keep dancing with the shadows till the morning kills the night. There's a woman at the corner with a silver ring of smoke. She laughs like she remembers every promise somebody broke. A stranger buys a coffee, she says, don't waste your time. He says, maybe I ain't here for you. She says, then you're doing fine. Got something hiding, we all got something lost. Slow bend, but nobody walks through midnight without paying the cost. So turn the lights down lower, let the old roads breathe. Let the guitar tell the story that nobody wants to speak. Nobody here remembers our name. Neon saints under dirty lights, we keep dancing with the shadows till the morning kills the night. Slow bend, slow bend, slow bend, slow bend. Slow bend. Maybe we're not broken, maybe we're just bruised. Maybe every dark road is a road we had to choose.
us, we'll make our own tonight. Raise your glass, my brother. We're still alive with neon saints in a midnight town. Halos crack, but we won't bow down. We got old scars and a little bit of flame. Let the whole damn city forget our name. Neon saints under dirty lights, we keep dancing with the shadows till the morning kills the night. Neon saints still standing tall. We may have lost a little heaven, but we never lost it all. Slow bend, neon lights fading, the last glass down, still breathing, still here, fade into the night.
Midnight on the corner, red light on the door, smoke hanging like a secret, boots across the floor. The piano's barely breathing, the bass is talking low. Nobody asked your story here, everybody knows. One drink, one song, one night to disappear. You can hide your face, but you can't hide why you're here. Everybody knows at midnight, everybody knows your name. You can walk in wearing diamonds, you can walk in wearing shame. Everybody knows at midnight, every heart has got a scar. You can run from everybody, but you can't run from who you are. Slow bend home. There's a man beside the window, silver hair and tired eyes. He says he's only passing through, but nobody believes the lie. A woman lights a cigarette, laughs like she don't care. She says, honey, we're all strangers. Then she pulls an empty chair. One drink, one song, let the old record play. Some truths sound better when the lights are turned away. Everybody knows at midnight, everybody knows your name. You can walk in wearing diamonds, you can walk in wearing shame. Everybody knows at midnight, every heart has got a scar. You can run from everybody, but you can't run from who you are. I came here hiding, I came here alone. But the blues saw through me. Before I even sat down,
knows your name. Every broken heart in here is burning just the same. Everybody knows at midnight, every shadow leaves a scar. You can lose yourself in darkness, but you always know who you are. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. The lights go low, the last glass falls. Nobody says goodbye. Slow bend, deep vibrato. Everybody knows at midnight.
Two headlights cutting through the rain. One old song running through my veins. No destination, no reason why. Just an empty road in a midnight sky. I'm driving where the dark don't end, trying to find myself again. No goodbye, no turning back, just four wheels rolling through the black. Midnight highway, take me home. Midnight highway, I don't wanna be alone. Coffee cold on the dashboard light. Your old photograph beside me tonight. I used to think that love was a flame. Now I know some fires leave only a name. I'm driving where the dark don't end, trying to find myself again. No goodbye, no turning back, just four wheels rolling through the black. Midnight highway, take me home. Midnight highway, I don't wanna be alone. Maybe tomorrow I'll understand. Maybe the road will take me where I stand. I'm driving where the dark don't end, trying to find myself again. No more ghosts riding in the back, just my old guitar and the midnight black. Midnight highway, carry me slow. Midnight highway, show me where to go. Slow bend, deep vibrato. sitting where the light gives up, a withered hand around his cup. No diamonds hanging from his wrist, just old regrets he never missed. The waitress knows to leave him be. She nods, he nods, that's history. No broken words, no grand disguise, just quiet thunder in his eyes. The band keeps breathing soft and low, like they already seem to know. Some people walk inside a room and bring their own midnight. You won't hear him claim a crown. Real mountains never shout. He's the man in the corner booth, where the shadows pour like wine. Every silence tells the truth without a single line. He don't borrow yesterday, he don't fear tomorrow's rain. Some souls carry heavy storms and never speak their pain. Pride, talking loud to hide inside. The old man smiles, then looks away, like he's already lived that day. One slow sip, one slow breath. He learned patience, dancing with death. The richest thing he'll ever own is walking home alone. Outside, the rain begins to fall, like applause against the wall. Inside, the music stays unhurried, as if time has missed this place. The hottest flame, the strongest heart needs no name. Let the world run too fast. The things that matter always last. He's the man in the corner booth, where broken dreams lose their disguise. Every wrinkle learned its truth, every scar survived the night. When the last note fills the room, he quietly stands to leave. A gentleman never asked, remembered. He gives the night something to believe. Someone else will take that booth, but they'll never wear it like he walk through that doorway like you own the night. Red dress moving slowly under neon light. I tried not to notice, I tried to look away, but my heart started talking before my mouth could say. Girl, you still know my weakness, you still know my name. One little smile from you and I'm burning again. I should leave this room, I should walk outside, but something about you still pulls me inside. You're the devil in a red dress, dancing with my soul. You know how to break me, you know how to make me whole. Devil in a red dress, whiskey in your eyes. I know you're trouble, but I still want one more night. One more night, yeah, one more night. You came a little closer, put your hand on mine, said, do you still remember those old summer nights? I laughed like a gentleman, said, baby, I remember, but my hands started shaking like the first night we met her. You said, come with me, I said I shouldn't go. Then you whispered softly, baby, you already know. I've been good without you, at least that's what I say. But one look from your eyes and all my strength fades away. You're the devil in a red dress, dancing with my soul. You know how to break me, you know how to make me whole. Devil in a red dress, whiskey in your eyes. I know you're trouble, but I still want one more night. One more night, just one more night. Maybe we're a bad idea, maybe we're a beautiful mistake. Maybe some old flames were never meant to fade. I know tomorrow I'll probably regret, but tonight you're standing here and I ain't ready yet. You're the devil in a red dress, dancing with my soul. You know how to break me, you know how to make me whole. Devil in a red dress, whiskey in your eyes. I know you're trouble, but I still want one more night. Yeah, one more night before you disappear. One more night while I still want you here.
devil in a red dress. Don't look at me like that, you know I'll stay.
The sign is glowing, rain is tapping on the glass, empty chairs and faded mirrors, watching lonely people pass. I keep one chair beside me for whoever needs a place. Some men come to change their hair, some come to hide their face.
Sorrow, things they never let me know. Cut the lights, close the door, leave your troubles on the floor. Let the old blade take its time, let the midnight draw the line. You can walk out feeling new, even when the past stays true. At the barber after midnight, nobody asked what broke you. A young man sits beneath the light, hands shaking in his lap. Says he's starting over and he doesn't want to look back. Turn the chair towards the mirror, let him face the man he was. He takes a breath and whispers, maybe this is enough. You ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Then close your eyes and let the old life fall. The clippers hum like a low confession, the road hangs underneath. Sometimes a man needs one quiet room to remember how to breathe. Cut the lights, close the door, leave your troubles on the floor. Let the old blade take its time, let the midnight draw the line. You can walk out feeling new, even when the past stays true. At the barber after midnight, nobody asked what broke you. start again.
Cut the lights, close the door, leave your troubles on the floor. Let the old blade take its time, let the midnight draw the line. You can walk out feeling new, even when the past stays true. At the barber after midnight,
Nobody asked what broke you. Scissors stop. The rain slows down. One last bend. Deep vibrato. Mirror empty. Chair still warm. Tomorrow comes.
The last table's empty, the room's almost dark. A glass on the counter, a match with no spark. I watch through the window, the city rolls by. Everybody's going somewhere. I'm staying tonight. I'm still at the last table, still waiting on the night, still talking to a shadow under one dying light. No, I ain't looking for tomorrow. No, I ain't asking why. I'm just sitting at the last table, watching the whole world pass me by. The old clock keeps turning, the bass keeps it slow. My guitar remembers the things I don't show. I used to chase a love like a fool chasing rain. Now I let the silence say my name. I'm still at the last table, still waiting on the night, still talking to a shadow under one dying light. No, I ain't looking for tomorrow. No, I ain't asking why. I'm just sitting at the last table, watching the whole world pass me by. Baby, I stayed too long. Never meant for home. I'm still at the last table, but I don't feel alone. The guitar keeps talking like it knows my soul. When that last light fades and the doors close tonight, leave the last table
with the morning light. One deep bend, long sustained note, rose fades. Bass walks into silence.
Black top shining underneath the rain. Your old goodbye still running through my brain. Got the window down, cold wind on my face, but every mile still takes me to your place. I told myself I wouldn't turn around, wouldn't let your memory pull me down. But every street light paints your silhouette, and every song reminds me of regret. I can change the road, I can change the town, but I can't outrun what I still feel now. The night knows your name, the rain knows my pain. Every lonely highway calls you back again. I keep driving on, but you never fade. The night knows your name, and it won't let me escape. There's an old motel somewhere up ahead, one empty room and one empty bed. I pull in slow, let the engine die. Then I see your face when I close my eyes. You were the fire underneath my skin, the kind of love a man don't find again. I gave you everything I had to give. Now I'm learning how to live. Maybe love ain't meant to stay forever. Maybe some hearts just break together. The night knows your name, the rain knows my pain. Every lonely highway calls you back again. I keep driving on, but you never fade. The night knows your name, and it won't let me escape. I wouldn't change the rain, wouldn't change your kiss, wouldn't change the pain.
You taught me how to lose. You taught me how to stay. And even after all these years, I still hear you say, the night knows your name, the rain knows my pain. Every lonely highway calls you back again. I keep driving on till the sky turns gray, but the night knows your name, and it won't let you fade. The night knows your name, yeah, it knows my pain. Morning's coming, but I ain't home. The night knows your name, and I still do too. There's a crease upon the collar from hands that work too long. The leather smells of winter rain and half-forgotten songs. No metal stitched upon the lining, no headlines, no applause. Just pockets full of bus tickets, loose change and broken laws. Not the kind they write in courtroom, the kind where fathers miss a birthday to keep the lights turned on. They keep a family alive. Leave my jacket by the door. Don't fold away the miles I've worn. Every scratch, every thread has a story still breathing. Leave my jacket by the door. If I don't come home tonight, let my children know I spend my life trying to make theirs a little lighter. Used to wear red laughing, sleeves hanging past his hands. He'd march across the living room, pretending he was dead. Now he's taller than the doorway, working late like I once did. Funny how the things we promise become the lives our children live. Outside, another storm is coming. Inside,
could be measured, it wouldn't count the words, it would count the morning you showed up, even when you were tired. Leave my jacket by the door. Leave my jacket by the door. Maybe someday you'll wear it too. Not because it fits its shoulders, but because it carries truth. Leave my jacket by the door. When the last light fades away, I won't be remembered for what I own, only for who felt safer, because I stayed. The jacket stayed. The man grows old, but love never goes out of style. Nobody knew his real name, just the shadow of his hat. The room grew strangely quieter the moment that he said, no diamonds on his fingers, no gold around his wrist, only eyes that looked like winter, remembering what they missed. The bartender leaned in softly, you waiting on somebody, friend? He smiled without an answer, only the man I used to be. If he ever walks in again, some ghosts wear your face, some battles never leave the chair. The devil ordered the first drink, but I paid the tab. He whispered, blame the world, I just laughed. He offered me a shorter road, a colder heart, an easier soul. I said no, thank you, I'd rather carry the weight. Found an old confession hidden in a minor key. Every note sounded like forgiveness, looking back at me. A woman danced with empty air, like someone still held her hand. The whole room knew her story, no one tried to understand. Outside rain washed the sidewalks clean, inside memories stained the floor. Funny how the things we bury keep knocking
on the same old door. A wise man once told me the hardest prison has no walls. It's the life you keep explaining instead of living. The devil ordered the first drink, still couldn't buy my name. Every scar he handed me became another flame. He came looking for surrender. He found a man still standing straight. The night can keep its darkest secrets. I'll keep my faith. Stayed full, the chair stayed empty, and somewhere beyond the rain, the man I used to be finally walked out without looking back.
Keep my jacket on the back of the chair, like I'm ready to disappear. Whiskey sweats beside my hand, never asked me where I've been. This old room breathes cigarette ghosts. Every wall remembers more than most. The mirror don't flatter or pretend, it just nods like an old friend.
I stopped chasing yesterday's parade. The music stayed, the people changed. Some men gambled, some men prayed. I simply learned to walk away. You can keep your diamonds, keep your empty throne. The quiet man sleeps better than the king alone. The devil never paid my rent, never dried the tears I spent. He only smiled when I broke. So I lit another midnight flame, learned to carry my own name. A heavy soul still ain't broke. No medals hanging from my chest, no audience to call me blessed. Just this blues that never lies.
star became a compass line, leading me through borrowed time. A handshake and a heart of gold. Some stories only grow old. I hear the train beyond the rain, rolling through forgotten names. Funny how the loudest crowd never knows what silence found. Love not twice, then missed the train. Pain unpacked and chose to stay still. I leave one chair facing the door. A gentleman don't fear the dark. He learns where to strike the match. He don't curse the empty room. He fills it with the weight of truth.
By my confidence, every mile made me steal. Now the moon pours through the glass, like forgiveness at long last, cold enough to finally heal. When the city shuts its eyes, I'm still standing with my pride. A little older, a little scarred, still the man who owns the dark. No applause, no excuses, just another night where the blues came home with me.
There's an old leather notebook resting underneath my chair. No names carved on the cover, just years of borrowed air. Ticket from a midnight train, a matchbook from New Orleans, a faded photograph of someone smiling back at me. Every page begins the same. Take care, don't forget, maybe someday. Where's the heart never really spins? Funny how the shortest words can travel the longest roads. I've been collecting goodbyes like old records on a shelf. Every farewell left a melody that taught me about myself. I've been collecting goodbyes. None of them were made to stay, but every door that slowly closed showed me another way. she was kind. The cab driver who said, call your father before it's much too late. I never even learned his name, but I remembered every word. A porter tipped his worn-out cap as dawn rolled into town. Some strangers leave in seconds, yet never leave you now. Baby, life isn't measured by who remains. Maybe it's measured by who changes you before they go. I've been collecting goodbyes. I've been collecting goodbyes. Now I keep them without pain. Some became my favorite songs, some return as rain. I've been collecting goodbyes, not because I love the end, because every goodbye quietly introduced me to the man I'd someday become. The notebook closes, the night grows thin. Tomorrow will leave me another goodbye to remember. To remember. In the corner of this old blues room, there's a table carved by time. No velvet rope, no golden name, just rings of bourbon and cheap red wine. They say a gentleman once claimed it, never loud, never in a fight. He tipped the band before the first song, then vanished before daylight. He never chased attention, never tried to own the floor. Funny how the quiet people leave the loudest folklore. You won't find a legend shouting across the room. Sometimes respect to rise before a man does. Leave one chair for the gentleman, even if he never comes. Some people fill a room let the whiskey catch the light. A good man's name should echo like a slow blues on a Friday night. Now every stranger asks the story, every bartender tells it wrong. Some swear he lost a fortune, some swear he wrote great songs. Truth is, nobody really knew him. Maybe that's the finest part. He didn't leave behind possessions, he left behind a standard for the heart. The band still plays his favorite turnaround, the drummer waits an extra beat, as if somewhere beyond the doorway heavy leather shoes might cross the street. Reputation's what people borrow, character is what they remember. One fades with conversation, the other outlives December. Gentleman, not because he wore a crown, because he made every soul around him feel a little less alone. Leave one chair for the gentleman. Tonight should be my last. I hope somebody leaves one empty, not for my money, not for my glory, just because I treated people better than the world treated me. The lights grow dim, chair is still the best seat in the house. Midnight knows the man I am. Black shirt, cold glass in my hand. I don't talk about yesterday. Some scars don't need a name. Your shadow walks across the room like an old song in the blue. I let the silence say enough. I learned what losing taught me. Slow bend, sustained note. Midnight keeps my secrets. The darkness knows them all. I don't need to tell my story. I just let the shadows talk. lost the woman that I loved, but I didn't lose me. Rain keeps falling on the street, low bass walking underneath. Every step sounds like goodbye, but I keep my head up high. You left a ghost inside this town, but I won't let it pull me down. Some men break and disappear. I became stronger standing here. I became stronger. Secrets, the darkness knows them all. I don't need to tell my story, I just let the shadows talk. Midnight keeps my secrets, let the old memories fade. I gave you all my heart once, now I keep what I have said. Was never meant to stay until the morning. Maybe every broken heart has a road worth walking. Midnight keeps my secrets, and the night don't judge a man. I've been walking through the darkness, now I finally understand. Midnight keeps my secrets, let that old guitar cry. I don't need to turn around, I'm leaving your memory behind. Slow bend, deep vibrato. Midnight knows my name, but she don't know my pain. Every morning before daylight, an old man swept the chapel floor, straightened every empty pew, like someone was coming through the door. He polished brass with a weathered hand, never spoke of younger years, only smiled when children laughed, never counted all his tears. A traveler asked him quietly, "Why keep this place so clean?" He answered, "Because hope arrives long before it's ever seen." Strongest hands build quietly, the deepest roots grow unseen. fire. Years roll past like freight trains, carrying faces in and out. Some came searching for forgiveness, some came drowning in their doubt. The old man knew no famous people, never stood beneath bright lights. Still the lonely found their courage every single Friday night. When winter took his final breath, no headline crossed the town, only flowers on a wooden step and silence looking down. But peace usually arrives in a whisper. Some hearts ring without a bell, without a medal, without a throne. They leave behind a better world than the one they'd always known. Some hearts ring without a bell, so if my story fades away, let one small kindness carry farther than anything I could ever say. Stayed silent, but every heart that walked through those doors heard it ring. The dealer folds the cards away, the singer cues the last refrain, a waitress counts the empty glasses like she's counting someone's pain. Neon flickers through the window, painting halos on the floor. Every soul inside this lounge is someone they were before. No one comes here chasing glory, they come here to lose the weight. The night keeps every secret till it's almost far too late. The clock keeps moving, nobody does. Sometimes the hardest step is toward the dawn.
minutes before sunrise. Nobody's pretending now. The rich man, the broken man wear the same tired smile somehow. 5 minutes before sunrise, the truth is louder than the band. You don't know who you are until the night lets go of your hand.
An old boxer lights a cigarette. His knuckles whisper every round. Across from him a young musician stares at dreams that haven't found. Neither one says much of anything. Neither one needs to explain. Respect is built in quiet moments, not in fortune, not in fame.
Outside, the first bird starts singing. Inside, nobody makes a sound. Funny how the smallest sunrise can turn a whole life around.
Every night ends the same. Not with thunder, not with applause. Just one decision to walk out a little lighter than you walked in.
If tomorrow calls your name, answer like a gentleman
Who's finally found himself. The sun comes up, the lights go down, the band goes home. But somewhere a better man walks into the morning. His shop smells of cedar, thread and faded cologne. Every coat on the hanger feels like somebody's home. He works without a hurry, silver needle in his hand, stitch by stitch like he's teaching time to understand. A businessman walked in with shoes that caught the light. Said, "Can you make me look important?" The tailor smiled, "Only if you were last night." A fine suit never made a gentleman. It only follows where he stands. The strongest thread is quiet grace, woven by steady hands. A fine suit never made a gentleman. Not the silk, not the shine. Character wears every season, long after fashion leaves behind. Came one evening, holding a jacket split with age. The elbows worn, the lining faded, still smelling of 1,000 stages. The tailor brushed the dust away, touched every tear with patient care. He said, "This coat remembers applause. Let's make sure it remembers you." Outside the city's windows glittered, selling dreams in polished glass. Inside every careful stitch quietly outlived the past. The world loves labels, it counts the price before the promise, but the finest things never need a signature, only time. Never made a gentleman, it only dressed the man within. If your word still fits tomorrow, that's where legends begin. A fine suit never made a gentleman. Walk with honor, wear it well. Leave behind a name that lingers long after the last farewell. Lights went out, the shop grew still. One empty hanger, one finished coat, and somewhere another man walked a little taller, without anyone knowing why. There's a glass with yesterday's fingerprints, still waiting where I left the truth. The bartender don't clean that corner. He says memories pay better than youth. Outside the rain is speaking in a language old brick walls understand. Every drop lands like a confession, too heavy for an open hand. I stopped asking life for favors, the bill was always mine. Now I wear my silence like a tailor-made design. Some men chase tomorrow, some chase yesterday. I just keep walking until my shadow finds the way. Midnight, never needed a witness. It already knows my name. Every scar still burns warm, but none of them wear shame. Midnight, never needed a witness. It watched me lose, it watched me stand. A quiet heart can carry more than loud applause ever can. The suit I'm wearing fits much better since pride replaced regret. Funny how an empty pocket can buy the things you never get. I have shaken hands with strangers who smile through polished teeth, but the truest man I've ever known spoke slowly underneath. Every cracked street tells a story, every window hides a war. Everybody wants the sunrise, few survive the night before. Don't mistake still water for surrender. Don't mistake soft voices for fear. The oldest oak never argued with the wind. It simply stayed here. Does this soul of mine? I've walked through enough cold seasons to stop asking for a sign. Midnight, never needed a witness. The moon remembers every mile. If tomorrow calls too late, you'll still find me wearing this smile. Not because life was gentle, but because I learned to be. When the lights go out, the truth stays. And tonight, that's enough. That's enough.